When Iran seized a British-flagged tanker on Friday the 19th of July, it might have seemed like a surprise move, but it really wasn't. Here's why. 2 weeks earlier, off Gibraltar, the boot was on the other foot. British Royal Marines were the ones doing the boarding. This tanker, Grace 1, was full of Iranian oil. Iran was furious. It vowed to retaliate.
من به انگلیسی‌ها میگم شما آغازگر ناامنی هستید و باید تبعاتش رو بعداً بفهمید و درک کنید.
And a week later, it actually tried, sending fast boats out to try and force this tanker, British Heritage, into Iranian waters. But a Royal Navy frigate, HMS Montrose, was nearby. The Iranians had to back off. The Stena Impero was less fortunate. It was passing through the Strait of Hormuz when Iranian Revolutionary Guards boarded it and forced it to turn north into Iranian waters. HMS Montrose tried to intervene, but this time was too far away to stop it.
You are ordered to change your course to 360 degrees immediately. If you obey, you will be safe. Over.
This British-flagged, Swedish-owned tanker and its multinational crew from India, Russia, Latvia and the Philippines are now being held at the Iranian port of Bandar Abbas. And why is all this happening now? Well, for the past year, tensions have been rising following Donald Trump's decision to withdraw from a nuclear deal struck between Iran and world powers back in 2015, before Mr. Trump came to power. He wants the world to take a much tougher stance on Iran, and he's been turning the screws for the past year, imposing crippling new sanctions on Tehran, especially on its vital oil exports, which have plummeted. Iran says if it can't export its oil through the Straits of Hormuz, no one can. That's why it's suspected of attacking international tankers in May and June. It also shot down an American surveillance drone, which almost triggered an American military response. It's fair to say the Gulf is on a knife edge. Remember that tanker off Gibraltar? People wondered if Britain was doing Donald Trump's bidding, preventing Iran from exporting its oil. But the government in London says the Grace 1 was smuggling oil to Syria in breach of entirely separate EU sanctions on President Assad. It said it had no choice but to act. So there we have it, 2 tankers being held in the middle of a fierce, complicated geopolitical row.